And so, do you think next for the next date we can exchange our email address? Then we can just write down you can just write down what I can do. List them from 1 to 5, even 10, and I can start to do something.
Yes, that would be
really exciting.
Nice.
Hey?
Nice. Mama's thing. Okay. Yeah, very nice. I think. Thank you, Alan, for showing. So, if I can tell you what I'm hoping to get out from you, because obviously Alan has told me already that you are the best teacher.
Okay.
With the two of us are the best teachers he's ever seen. So it's very good to meet you, and so I'm very excited to work with you. And Mama, kan du sänka lite bara? Sorry, I had a surgery, so my mom's taking care of me now.
Okay.
It's okay. It's just my leg. I had like veins that like an old man has, like coming out from the legs almost. So they just had a laser surgery and removed it today. It's okay
laser
though.
Surgery, what? Okay. 好吧.
It's okay. 小问题，小事。
小问题.
So I'm really excited to work with you also. What I can tell you is, first of all, I'm very confident about the course itself. Many people have tried it. I have tried it with many students, and it's definitely working. But now, what I want to do is I want two goals. Like I said, I want to be able to define what the goal will, what the proficiency level will be afterwards, and I want to have a standard goal that everyone achieves. Because before, when I've done this, like I said, I've done this with one student, and did it 12 hours every day, and then I show that as a success story. But I don't want that to be the only success story, because that's not applicable. We can't do that again. So I want to do it in a pace where we record everything, we collect data, and then we can repeat it, the process. And so the idea here also is I'll write down everything, but to find, after I finish the course now, to have a level where we feel comfortable saying that every student will achieve more or less this level, with proficiency, speaking and writing and reading, obviously, but then also the HSK level. And that's where I struggle a little bit, because I don't teach HSK, and I would we will teach all the words for HSK. We will teach. We also teach the grammar points for HSK, but we will not teach anything else. So all of a sudden, after the course, we want to give them a mock-up test, and it would be very nice. That's where I would especially need you to start with, to look at the student that we have, and maybe work with him for 1 or 2 weeks, and make sure that he can pass HSK level 2. The first time, obviously you'll get paid for this, and the first time you'll just take over the lessons or teach together with me for the last 1 or 2 weeks, so he can pass the course, and then we can talk about the course and reiterate and have some feedback as we go on. But then the idea is that course can also be recorded, and we can show it to our Domino Classroom students as a video course also. So we can think about how much can we record of it, and how much do we actually have to teach, or how much do we actually need to spend with live teaching. That's the first thing. That's the first thing where I would like to really have your help. What do you think about that?
No problem. And I think I might be able to introduce some of my existing students who still learning Chinese to study after Domino Chinese. Because some of them, because many of them, I have to say, I have a WeChat group. Have you heard of WeChat?
Yeah, we have a WeChat group also.
WeChat. Right. So I had a WeChat group with about 20 students in the group, and many of them find it's very difficult, after to learn Chinese after I left Australia. I'm currently, apart from offering some Chinese lessons online, that is not very effective.
Okay.
I have to say that because some of them are just too busy to have some homework assignment.
Okay.
I have told them repeatedly that it's better just bring problems or questions to my class, and then let me answer your question. But for the most of the time, you have to study yourself. But my disadvantage is I don't have that comprehensive material like Domino Chinese, like those beautiful videos. So I will invite someone that I'm very familiar with to join Domino Chinese to have a try together.
Oh, nice.
And some of people that Ellen might have met before.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Sure,
that's very
problem.
Nice.
And last, I want to let you know that my desire to join your team is not about that. It's not all about the income. If I want quick money or want income, I just go somewhere tutoring center to teaching guitar or Chinese or English if I want. But just heard of. But just
yeah, I know he's good.
Just heard of. But I just heard of the idea of Domino Chinese from Ellen. From Ellen. You are not the founder of that website alone. You are founder of a new method of learning Chinese, and so that's what I'm excited to join to create that, to try to research like a field research. Very glad to join that.
Nice, very nice to hear, Chen.
So do you want me to send my email address to the chat in the Zoom now?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Connect on WeChat if you want.
Yeah, please add me on WeChat.
No problem.
I'll just send my name to you. Yeah. Nice. Very happy to hear. So what I want to tell you also, Alan.
Into the Domino Classroom WeChat.
Domino Classroom WeChat. Oh yeah, just invite him there. Nice.
One we've got us three with Diana as well.
Nice, do that.
Yeah, I'll add you now, Chen laoshi.
好的。very 荣幸，很荣幸。
是我的荣幸。
Okay, wonderful. I've added you there, and then you guys can also add each other on WeChat.
Nice, I'll do that. So.
谢谢 Alan.
Yeah, 谢谢 Alan. Sorry for speaking English. My English is always better than my Chinese, and this is an important meeting, so I appreciate that we take it in English.
No worries. After I reading literature in English for the whole day, I might speak English better than Chinese. Sometimes I can't speak Chinese fluently with my families. During the dinner after I
use some English words. That's good. So a few things that I can tell you also. I think a few interesting things. Right now we're doing one student, so I want to we're doing like a pilot, a test course now. Again, where we can find out everything about the course that we need to learn. Learn everything from the course that we need to. Like how long will it take? How much do you have to study? And also from our perspective, what material should we use and what material should we not use and so on, and create a syllabus around this. In addition to just watching the videos and the course book, we're doing extra exercises now. Me and Jianan are coming up with new exercises. Anyways, so apart from just learning everything in the test group now will be one student, which I started 2 days ago with him, and we will study for 2 months. Again, he works in the Swedish embassy in Beijing, so hopefully, I think he likes our course very much, and if we can reach the results, get to the results that we want to after this course, then I think we might be able to get maybe hopefully soon, hopefully more and more, but hopefully eventually we'll get all the Swedish foreign affairs people, because this is from the Swedish government. So as soon as they have a student or someone who wants to learn Chinese in China, they'll be like, oh, so yeah, we work with Domino Chinese, and we can put that on our website also. So that's very exciting. But first of all, we're starting with one student, and in 2 months we will finish the course and we will improve on it. And then the next time we start, we will have 10 students, and that's also a pilot group. So I think it will be a little bit cheaper, but we need, because it's cheaper, so we will not charge as much money. But we will also need a lot of feedback from them. And in that case, your students are very much welcome to join. Maybe it'll be a bit too basic with HSK level 1 or 2. Maybe they can join a later course. But they can join that. So step 2 is test group with 10 students. And then step 3, then we will launch to then by that point Alan will have made like a landing page and a whole infrastructure for this project, for this program, so anyone on Google can find us and join, and by that time it will not be enough with me. We will need more teachers, and by that time we will have group studies. That will be the standard group studies with like 10 or 12 students, and just keep it going like that. And then we will charge full price. But then also, when we feel comfortable, when we have done that, I want to go to companies and to schools. So I want this method to be used in companies. And if we can go to companies, we can charge Swedish companies. You can charge like 5 times as much. So in that's when you can really start making money. And that's why it's important that we can build this project slowly and stably. If we can do steadily, if we can do so, I'm convinced that in the last step, which is going to companies, is like this summer. I think this summer then if everything goes according to plan, by this summer we can go to companies, and I think we can make a lot of money as well. Sorry?
So about 1 year.
About 1 year? No, I think in this summer. I think no, this summer. So like
hard to know the seasons.
Oh, sorry, you're in Australia.
Summer for me now.
July, I think, maybe.
All right, yeah.
In July. So that's my plan. And the other thing is I've compared my method, or like my how much time it takes to pass a certain level with Domino, and how fast it takes with others online learning platforms. And like some people offer HSK, for instance, level 2 after 100 hours, and we are like 80 hours, and we're by that point we are a bit skeptical about it. So I think we still have 20 hours. We're still 20 hours faster than anyone else, and I think we can be much cheaper as well. And the next level will not take longer, but the next level for other platforms will take much longer. So by every HSK level, we will be much faster than any other method. And the idea here is that because we have a margin, then we can, and because we have tried this with many students, we can also offer a guarantee. This is my goal. So the idea with the guarantee is that we promise that if you get a teacher, then we will guarantee you that you will pass the HSK level 2 by the end of this course, or HSK level 3, whichever you choose. But you will have recommendations. So if you don't do this and this and this, you have to do this and this and this before every lesson or every week. We check it. If we don't do it one time, you get 1 strike. And if you get 3 strikes, then you lose your or you lose your guarantee. That's the idea.
I like that.
You like it, yeah? We will see. We have to test it. We will test it with 1 student and then with 10 students. But if 11 out of 11 students, if they all complete it, if they all finish with their recommendations, then I think we can try to give the guarantee.
It's scary from a business perspective, but if it works, it's wonderful, really. Yeah.
Yes, it is. What I want to say.
Yeah, sorry, I said a lot there. I spoke for a long time. Yeah.
我忘了。
没问题，没问题。
想不起来了。 Yeah, well, I have my resources here. I teach diplomates a lot. For example, one of the Italian diplomates working in embassy in China. It's one of my students, and I do know a lot of people who really need that intensive learning. They really eager that intensive learning. But for me personally, I might have some experience of teaching, but I dare not to give that guarantee without such so many wonderful materials provided by Domino.
Yeah.
So, and I knew a lot of teachers who are native speakers Chinese first, and who have like I knew a young lady who works in the Beijing 外国语大学, one of the best language teacher in Beijing. And she had been living in Canberra for 10 years, more than 10 years, and then but she came to Canberra. She came to Canberra at the age of like 16. So I will introduce some good teachers like that.
Nice.
After we finish our research, our experiment first.
Nice.
Definitely with Chen laoshi in our ranks, there's definitely no limit to our possibilities here. That's why. But definitely, it's really good that we have this like partnership now. It's very
nice.
So with Domino, I think that definitely we can use up all the potential, because we have like the resource. We have the whole fluency course. We have the advanced course. We have some survival Chinese course. We also have dialogues. We have pre-recorded 1,000 dialogues. So it's normal, like a little story, like a little script. A talk to B, B talk to A, and we have 1,000 of those. As you go through the course, it will recommend you which one you know, which words you know, and it will recommend you to check this dialogue. We also have the flashcards, which you can check the flashcard. It's same as Anki, if you know Anki.
不知道.
Anki is like a very professional and well-known flashcards app, which uses an algorithm. So it's spatial. Algorithm. So you choose how well you know the and it will come up X amount of days from now, depending on how you feel about this word.
我知道那个。
对，就是那个。We have the same. We have exactly the same algorithm working in our flashcards. So we have the materials, definitely. Yeah, and also the course book, which you can work through as well. Yeah, so very good.
First, I will definitely read you and watch through all the videos on the materials I can access in the website of Domino Chinese first. And
get him like an account or something that he can look around the materials.
If you sign up and then send me the email you signed up with, then I can give you full access to everything. Okay?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Play around. It'll also, be very good.
Yeah, also, just play around a little bit. It's impossible to learn all the material because it's like 200 hours of material. So maybe just watch 1 hour, but don't watch everything. Make sure you watch it so you understand how we teach, how the method works. Maybe look at the vocab list, so see like how we structure our lessons. And then like look at the flashcards so you understand. Okay, because when you watch a video, every word that you learn in that video, we link it. So when you finish the video, then those words will pop up. They will come up in the flashcards. And so everything's synced. And then check the dialogues also. Just play around a little bit and give me your email that you sign up with.
And this style is exactly the same as we had Chen laoshi in our classroom. As you learn words, Felix starts to speak more and more Chinese. So in level 1, all English. Level 5, maybe Felix will say, today we are going to learn this word. 这是一个很好用的单词, right? And then just slowly put little bit. By level 10, you are ready for the course. You can learn in Chinese until level 20.
Yeah, like an immersive language environment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yes,
that I sorry guys. Should we show him the study schedule, Felix?
Yeah, please. Can you show it?
Yeah, sure. I won't speak more. You can take over. I just had a lot to say, I guess. Okay. Oh, this is our study schedule here. If you can take it away, Felix.
Yeah. So we want our students to study like this. We can start with the top here. This is the HSK 2 course. Okay. So first is the study time. It's 2 hours every day, and then it's 5 days every week.
Yes.
But then that also on the right it says 10. That means 10 hours every week. It also means 40 hours every month, and the whole course is 80 hours. So that's 2 months. And you every lesson is maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and study pace is 2 lessons per day. So that's maybe 1 hour every day that you have to just study the lessons. And then but yeah, so that will take 1 hour, but then you have to do a lot of other things also. So there's 10 lessons every week. Yeah, and it's by the end of the 2 months you will finish 5 levels, and then you will pass HSK level 2. Every day you need to do these things. Every day you need to review all the recommended flashcards. We recommend them to you automatically. You will also, like I said, you will chat with our teachers on Slack or on Discord or some forum like WeChat maybe. Then you also recommend watch the dialogues that we recommend. Whenever you know enough words, or all the words from a dialogue, when you have learnt them, then you can watch. We recommend that one of the 1,000 dialogues to watch them. Okay. And if you go to the lessons, this is the schedule. So we started on Tuesday, and then it says lesson. First of all, level 1 is very basic, so we want them to finish level 1 before they start the course. So that's important. I think that's the best way to do this. Maybe we'll change our mind here, but that's what we're doing now.
Right.
Interrupt me if you want to say anything. Level 1, so you need to finish everything. And then we have the course book, which is the next column. And then it says, what should you finish from the course book? Alan, do you have the course book there? You can quickly just pop it up, maybe.
Yep, let me quickly get that for you.
So it says chapter 1 to chapter 3. So that means you have to finish that. And what you do then is, when you finish the course book, you send it to us. And then we will look at the course book, and much based on the course book. Sorry, I think it's on on the level thing. Sorry, on the switch course, and then details.
Here it is. Yep, and also here you can get a little bit of preview of what this will teach you, and you can also check the vocabulary. Like when we give you the full access to the account, you can just check all this. So here's the course book. And then it's got exercises like this.
So again, one level is 5 chapters, and so it just says how many chapters you have to finish, and then these are very generic exercises that we made. It's just to practice what you've learned. Again, they're not focusing necessarily on what students are struggling with a lot. That's why we have the extra exercises. So this is very basic, I think. But this is what every student gets. I think for the extra exercises, it should be a feature for the Domino Classroom students who pay more money to get a teacher. Yeah, so we can send that to you later on also. But you can... Is there anything else you want to show? Yeah, so there's the vocab list. But yeah, you can look at that on your own, I think. So if we look at the study schedule again, then... that's the course book, and then the extra exercises. If there are any, you have to finish them. And then we just say what the review session is. Again, the review session, it's important. Maybe you completely understand this already. But some language schools, they don't do this. They just teach you. And then, yeah, the teacher teaches. But I don't want our teachers to teach. I want our teachers to maybe review, to analyze, and to understand the students. You don't have to teach, because learning how to say ni hao, you can do that from a dictionary. So you're supposed to learn everything on your own. That way you can do it in your own pace. Also, if you miss something, you can come back. That's why we have the videos. Review sessions, it's 1 hour, and then we do it like 10 hours with a teacher every month. This will become 10 hours every month. Okay, and then after that we have practice session, which I told you about. Now we don't practice for level 1. That's another detail, not very important, but it just because it's so basic. We start practicing after level 2. And then it's the last 2 things. The K column, level test. Like when you pass level 1 here on Domino, then we will do a test for you. And then I haven't figured out exactly how we would do that, because you can just do it on the website on your own. But it would be fun to maybe record the student when they do it, or follow the students, because then you can also see what they're struggling with.
Because we can't like go to level quiz.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you.
This is all for the whole. You have 40 questions for the whole level. Say tomorrow, 明天, and then next. And what is this smaller version of? So this radical is this 人, correct? And then what country is this? And like it will test you, like if you are ready to move to level 2, like that. Yeah.
And so you need to pass that. So we know that every student has passed this level, and then they can move on to level 2. So it's just another way to guarantee that they're not missing out on anything. Then the last column, it's the mock-up test. You could go to the very bottom.
Yes.
At the very end of the course, it says HSK level 2. We can do like 1 extra week here, where we prepare him or something. But I think he will know everything. It's good that you, I think, at this point, talk to him and maybe gauge his level. So see, like, okay, so he's missing this and this and this. We need to work on this and this and this, because it's very likely that all the Domino students will know exactly the same thing, which is very good. It's consistent, and it means that we can if you can just create some material that can be applied to all the students when they finish this course.
Sure.
Yeah. So this schedule will be repeated for HSK level 3 and HSK level 4. We're not doing HSK level 5 at the moment. Okay. We can maybe do that if people are interested later on.
So these extra exercises, this is like, for example, we don't have to do this. It's just like in case our students feel like lacking in something, like I said, the le or the ma or something.
Yeah.
But it's mainly these that the teacher has to have like hands-on sort of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks very well organized.
Yeah,
planned.
We try.
And this is approximately how much time a teacher will spend with the students. So we have the whole course will take 80 hours. The teacher may have like 20 hours, like hands-on time or something like that during this. Yeah.
You should write hours there on top.
Huh?
You should write hours, that it's hours.
Yeah. I mean, view mode, but I'll fix that after. Yeah. And then chat is maybe 5 hours to have a chat. Like if they have some question on like WeChat or Discord, we just write them some comments or something. Yeah.
Then it would be nice later on, because we have different sessions. Maybe later on we could have one teacher who teaches the review sessions, one teacher who does the practice sessions, and the one person or teacher who is in the chat all the time. When we have many groups, we can start doing this instead.
Also, because
yeah,
you
something
speak,
like that.
Okay. When you came up with that idea, I want to warmly remind you that I have a experience in a school. I was not the only teacher in that language school, and I found it's better to let students to get used to one teacher, even the teacher is not the best.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Otherwise it will feel it will take time. Maybe quite a long time to let the student to get used to another teacher, even that the teacher is relatively better.
Okay, good point. Thank you. Yeah, I can imagine that as well. Nice. Good point. Good point. Okay, yeah. So that's the study schedule, and I've given you like the a plan for the year as well. Uh, so we have again step one student, step two, 10 students with a test group, step three, then we launch officially. Step four, companies. Um, and right now we're looking, and I would like to sum it up very briefly. It would be nice if you could help look at the material, help us with exercises, and especially we want to be able to the guarantee that they will pass HSK. It hinges very much. It depends on that we can teach the fact that we can teach them HSK. But I don't teach HSK, so it's super important that you can help out with this part.
Right.
And
I do have the qualification of I do have the qualification of HSK chief examiner.
Nice.
I got that 1 year ago. 1 year ago.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so that's really all that we would like here. Then, I don't want you to. You said that you want to do this because you are because you're enthusiastic about language learning and or like the teaching Chinese, and I appreciate that a lot, and I think that's what will drive this project, that everyone's engaged in it and enthusiastic and passionate about it. But you cannot neglect that people need to get paid, and also like if we don't pay, then I can't feel good about asking you for things. So I also want to maybe that you write we can agree on like how long this will take you, and then agree on like how much we should pay you for this. But then I also want to make sure that you understand that this is like first of all, we want you to just help us out here, but then I'm hoping that you can become a vital part of this program, where you can be one of the core teachers, and then you can help us teach teachers later on.
Right.
Yeah, and in that case, you will be a part of the program, and so you can then you can get like a percentage of what we make also towards the end there, when we start growing.
That sounds very fancy. But our Chinese way is, the way of our Chinese is prove ourselves first. So I'm more than happy to join, as you mentioned. I'm more than happy to join maybe one of your class.
Yeah.
And to play like a assistant teacher in a class, and to give some supplementary ideas to the students, and then maybe I can take over the class and let you to watch for the whole class for a couple of class.
Yeah.
And then
that would be very nice, actually. Yeah. That's one of the most things that I'm the most nervous about, because I understand my material 100%. I know exactly what will come when. But as soon as I have a new teacher, another one who is not Felix, then they will not understand my material. First of all, one of the things that I'm the most worried about is that the new teacher will use new words that they have not learned, which is obviously impossible to avoid, because you cannot remember every single word, because it's taking me hundreds and hundreds of hours to make this course. So I know exactly, but I can't expect that from everyone. But that's one of the worrying elements, that they use too many new words, and maybe that they don't understand like what material to focus on. But we will try to make sure that we have a guide for the teachers, where we can show like, okay, so focus on these things. These are the exercises to go through in this review session, and then by looking at me enough times, you will know what I want, and then you can add your own talent or your own skills on top of that. And the idea then later on is that you can teach other teachers later on, that they can just look at you. When we feel like, okay, Chen Laoshi is so good at this, he's much better than Felix, then you can they can watch you instead, and you can help train other teachers. That way I think we can definitely grow. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, it is, and I found it very comfortable to exchange my opinion with both of you, and it is exactly what I want to do. Just to not to stand on ceremony, be straight and honest, and to give any disagreement if there is, if there will be, just give any disagreement and we discuss to make this
exactly
these things better.
Like I'm not an educate. I'm not a. I'm not like an academic teacher or anything. I've never trained or taken any education to become a teacher. So I'm sure that you have a million suggestions how I can improve. So I'm hoping that you can join this program and I can show you how I teach, but you can show me how you teach as well and teach me. I would very much like that as well.
And yes, and I believe that even that you say you're not trained as a professional teacher, but that your ideas will definitely improve my way of teaching Chinese because English speakers think in the English way, while our Chinese thinking in the Chinese way. We all think in a certain language in our brain. So I will get a better understand how your English speakers think, and it will definitely help me as well. So it's a kind of mutual help.
Nice.
And yes, and thanks again for these opportunities. Thanks again for organizing this meeting.
Thank you, Alan.
Anything else we need to notice?
No, I'm very happy. We will talk on WeChat. I will also record all of the sessions that I have with Tim, the student, so you can watch them. You can also watch them live if you want to say hello to Tim. The times are in the practice session here, and if you want to join Discord later on, where everyone is, you can do that, and you can just follow everything from there, how the course is going. Yeah, that's it.
Have you heard of Discord, Chen laoshi?
What? Have I heard
Discord.
of what? Sorry?
Oh, this app here is it's called Discord.
No.
We currently have Domino Classroom. Yeah, so we have like our classroom 1. We have chat, meeting, review, like this. And this is the channel where we keep the classroom. So we all similar like Zoom, but share the screen and yeah.
I can download one easily.
Yeah, nice. Okay. And if you don't mind, I recorded